Shout out to Attila Q for sending me this story. Now, when I saw this person's image right here, I said they look familiar. I may not remember names because I do so many stories, but I definitely remember faces. Now, I'll remember your name if the story definitely was something that I decided to keep up with. This story was unfortunately not one of them that I kept up with, although now knowing the outcome, I probably should have. But then it probably wouldn't have been much to go on either because there wasn't much updates until now. But let me bring you up to speed. This woman's name is Sarah Lockner, and she was an employee at a McDonald's. And one day she was pregnant. So what ended up happening is she went into labor. She couldn't call anybody, I guess, to take her to the hospital or something like that, which makes me question, like, was there no one else around when her water broke? But anyway, she ended up giving birth to her child in the ladies' room of the McDonald's. And instead of her, like, maybe if no one was in there, maybe calling out, for help or something like that and saying that she just gave birth, she decided to take her new and try to drown the child that she just gave birth to in the restroom stall. Now, that right there should be grounds for instant jail time because that was attempted murder. Well, guess what? This chick did all of that and she's not going to serve not one day in jail. Now, mind you, this happened last year. And she just got confirmed that she's not going to serve any jail time yesterday, as in May 7th, 2019, or at least somewhere around that time because that's when the article was posted. Let me go ahead and read this article coming from KTLA. A 27-year-old Redwood City woman won't serve any time in prison for holding her newborn baby face down in a toilet moments after giving birth at a McDonald's restaurant more than a year and a half ago. On Friday, San Mateo County Superior Court Judge Stephanie Garrett placed Sarah Jane Lockner on 4 years of supervised probation. Now, this is a female judge that gave her this very, very light sentence. She only got 4 years probation supervised for trying to kill her newborn. She just gave birth to this child in a restroom and tried to drown it in the stall. And all she got was 4 years probation. Lockner was also ordered to complete parenting classes. So that lets me know this, that you, if you are white, can almost kill your child that you just gave birth to, get 4 years probation supervised, take parenting classes, which lets me know that they did not take the child away from her, or they don't plan on doing so. So they're basically allowing this woman to keep custody of a child that she tried to murder moments after it came out of her womb. Somebody help me make this make sense. Lockner was originally charged with attempted murder, but she pleaded no contest to a lesser charge of felony child endangerment on January 14th after Garrett said she would consider imposing a sentence lighter than the 4 years she had previously offered. They were about to not punish it. Well, basically, they didn't punish her at all. But they were literally about to let this woman pretty much walk away from this completely unscathed. Let me say that again. They were going to originally charge her with attempted murder, which is what she should have gotten charged with. But they gave her a lesser charge when she pleaded no contest to felony child endangerment. Let me say this again. This woman tried to drown her newborn in a restroom stall moments after giving birth. She got 4 years probation. They didn't give her attempted murder, and they gave her a lesser charge, was basically damn near misdemeanor. And this was a female judge that passed this sentencing. That's what, like I said, that's why I say don't always think that white people are on code against us. They're also on code against their own. That judge got on code for this white woman who tried to take out her white child. It says, according to prosecutors, Lockner gave birth to a baby boy while working as a cashier at the McDonald's on the 100 block of Chestnut Street in Redwood City on September 4th, 2017. Lockner went to the restroom several times with complaints of stomach pain. During one trip, a co-worker noticed blood on the floor, which Lockner reportedly dismissed as her having a heavy period. A second co-worker, who went to check on Lockner during another visit, looked over the stall and saw a newborn face down in the toilet, with Lochner's hand on his back. As the co-worker stepped down, she told investigators she heard the toilet flush. So she tried to flush her newborn down the drain. Lockner reportedly told the co-worker not to call the police, but the co-worker did anyway, and responding officers found the baby boy not breathing and without a pulse. He was rushed to a hospital and placed in medically induced coma, but has since recovered. In an interview earlier this year, District Attorney Steve Wagstaff said the child was living with his father's aunt and meeting all his milestones. Okay, good. Then the child is nowhere near her for now. Because if she's taking parenting classes, that means that she can still see the child. The bathroom birth was the second for Lockner, who delivered a baby at home about 5 years ago. While there was nothing criminal about the delivery, Lockner reportedly said she did not know she was pregnant either time. What? How in the hell do you not know you were pregnant? You This woman right here is just irresponsible. She doesn't need to have kids. Listen to what she said. She reportedly said that she did not know that she was pregnant either time of her pregnancies, the first or the second child. The child that's 5 years old and the newborn that she just had a year and a half ago. This chick, and they say we make bad parents. I'm sure, like I said, there are some rough ones. I just did a story about one. But goddamn, like she's literally walking away from this. They said she's gonna give parenting classes. She said that she's gonna do 4 years supervised uh, probation. I'm just glad the child is not anywhere near her, and she does have to do visits with a child. They need to be supervised visits. Like someone needs to be hovering over her damn shoulder at all times. Like imagine what that child is gonna have to hear, like a story when they have to hear the story when they get older that your mother tried to flush you down the drain, down the toilet at her job because she didn't want you. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world did she know she wasn't pregnant? Because I saw images of her, and it's not like she was a fat or obese woman where it's not noticeable that she's pregnant. And how in the world is that happening a second time? I have so many questions about this. It's not even funny. Like many red flags are being raised all over this story. So many. This is probably one of the most weirdest, I would say, child endangerment stories I've heard in quite some time, and I've heard quite a few of them. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.